Tell me, I like what you talked about when you talked about being okay to have a little bit of vulnerability. I think part of being a leader in business today is having that vulnerability, and it can be scary. I was just reading an article that another lady was writing about sharing her vulnerabilities and how it was scary for her, but she knew that it helped open up the doors for some other people that were watching. So I'm curious to hear your thoughts a little bit more on vulnerability since you happen to mention it.
Sure. As I mentioned, I would say when I started my career, there was no room for vulnerability. It was like, big X, like that's just not something that I was willing to have happen in a business setting. And then I was so fortunate to have a mentor here at A&M that really noticed it as something that made me uncomfortable and just said, Erin, it's okay. No one's perfect. You don't want people to think you're perfect, because then it's going to create this barrier to your success as a manager and their success as a team member. So let's work on it together. And then I had kids, and it was just like all bets off. Kids are just, an organic way to make you vulnerable. The number of times when they were little, had stood up down the front of me, or, had some crisis that they're screaming in the background for whatever reason. It just, they make you show your vulnerabilities, whether you're ready or not.